Leaving the World, I think, is my most ambitious book. It's also a very accessible novel. It's a novel that has a 19th century point of view in the sense it's about a woman's life. We first meet Jane Howard when she's 13, and her parents are having an argument in a restaurant, and she tells her father that night that she's never going to get married and never going to have children. The next morning, her father's gone, and her mother blames her for this, and that blame haunts her for the rest of her life. It's very much also about a woman who is enormously capable, and it's very rare, I think, to find a Jane Howard in contemporary fiction because she's actually quite brilliant. And yet, like a lot of brilliant people as well, she has her own complexities, and she's someone who doesn't believe she merits happiness. The thing is, I've never really thought, how does a woman react in a situation? I've never really looked at my fiction from the standpoint of, what does a woman do in a situation like this? I always write from the standpoint of my narrator, who happens to be frequently a woman. Why I've gotten it right, I have no idea, but it seems to work. I think what I've always tried to do in my books is write what I call serious popular fiction or popular serious fiction, take your pick. Stories that are accessible, that are very much narrative-driven. They have a very 19th century old-fashioned view of how you tell a story, but are also at the same time about the way we live now and about modern anxiety. And I think that's the reason why it's worked over there, and I hope it will now work very much back home in the US. I've lived out of the country for 33 years. I'm a New Yorker, born and bred, and yet I've never stopped being American. And I made a conscious decision to get a house in Maine, which is a part of the world I love. You know, your country is like your family. It's the ongoing kind of complexity of your life, and it's my argument. So it's been very, very important to me to be back here, and I'm very, very pleased that Atria have bought the next two novels, because for me it's a homecoming. I think more than anything what I want people to take away is the general feeling I have about life, which is that you can think about planning your life the way you build a house, brick by brick, but life is very happenstantial and random. I do believe in that old kind of Greek notion that character is destiny. But I also believe that, you know, frankly, you never really can see what's coming, and life throws a great deal in your path. And how you cope with that really determines what your life's about.